Okay, here we go. Live. Man, I'm running late. You know, this is going to be a 2 cigar stream. So, let's see what we're going to start off with. Hey, Roy. This is going to be a 2 cigar stream because I decided to go with a couple of smaller cigars. So, I got one of my favorites out here. I got a nice 1990 vintage Rocky Patel. Hey, Israel. Hey, Sergeant. So this one, I just won 10 more of these in auction. They've been sitting in a humidor since 1990. Yep. Shabbat Shalom. Yum. One of my favorite cigars here. Not from this. I can't do it unless I was doing it in the studio. I could call Willie. I can't. I can't while I'm doing my. Yeah. Here's what happens with an aged cigar. What happens? Um, right off the bat, after it's been cured, it's got a lot of spice in it. And I say spice, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. What happens when the cigar ages, it gets smoother and smoother and smoother. And the Rocky Patels, these are, like I said, vintage 1990 Rocky Patels. I just won a lot of 10 of these. Um, I auctioned, and they cost me $26 for 10 of them. So you can't beat that. So, yeah, kind of stoked about that. I'll get those by Thursday. Yeah, Thursday-ish. I'll have those in, so. Like wine, a little bit. Well, this one's the vintage Rocky Patels. See if I can get it up there to the screen. There we go. These babies, like I said, 1990. Oh, every time I smell them, it just reminds me. This is like a cigar a lot of Italians would smoke up north when I was growing up. Yeah, I decided not to smoke one of the bigger Casanos tonight, so I went with 2 smaller cigars. You're getting there. There we go. And the other one that I'm going to smoke after is a Cargo. It's Nicaraguan. I love Nicaraguan cigars. So that's the other one I'm going to be smoking after. It's a little smaller. But every this is the closest to the taste of a Camacho I can find. It's the closest that. And you guys notice, look at that. Fleece hoodie on tonight. It is not warm out. Last time I did a cigar stream, I was sweating out here. Nope, not tonight. Mm-mm. So, everybody is having a good evening. Please hit the thumbs up. Willie is no longer going to do live streams. He did his last live stream at 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock Central Time, anyway. That was his last live stream. He's not going to live stream anymore. Oh, geez, Angel. Are you kidding me? See, Angel, that's that. When it's 54 degrees in your house, it's good if you have a significant other. What do you mean today and it stopped? I watched the beginning of his final stream. I think he was getting choked up. He's just tired of people, sending people to his house, like spending money and stuff like that. Like wasting people's time, ordering food and stuff, and sending people to his house, hoping he'll pay for it. Willie's a good friend of ours, William Worthington. Used to do a stream called Willie's Pub, and it was going to be like one of those. I really believe that a year from now it would have been the breakaway stream, the newest, because it was so raw, but so awesome. I mean, I just love listening to his stream and the way he interacts. You know, it's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna miss it. So, hey, Saucin, Shabbat Shalom. Oh, don't tell me someone did something else again tonight. Geez, some crow sergeant. That's crazy. Hey, Texas. Hey, I got a chance. I know we were talking about Hollow Earth and all that stuff last night, but I got a chance to do the math equation, to get the diameter. Because we know the circumference is, at the equator is about 24,900 miles, but pole to pole, it's a little shorter. It's 24,000, I don't know, 700 or 800 and something. It's less. So, I did the math, which is basically um, the circumference divided by pi, and you come up with about 3,900 miles to the center of the Earth. So, hey, Joe Public. Yeah, I think to do a YouTube stream, you got to be a nut job, so maybe that fits. I think I got to charge this lamp up. My electric lamp is. We may lose it finally. I haven't charged it up in God knows how long. Oh, I wish I had some port wine. No port wine, but I got this beautiful vintage Rocky Patel 1990. Beautiful, beautiful cigar. And I tested them out. I wanted to see if they were any good because I remember Rocky Patels when I was younger. So, yeah, it's a great cigar. What happened was I tested it out. I loved it. So I found 10 more in auction. So I just won the auction tonight. I only paid, what is it? 12.50. So I paid each for $25 for 10 of them. So it wasn't bad. Brian King is not in Ohio. No, no, no. Brian King is in upstate New York. He tells everybody, so I don't mind saying it. He's in upstate. He's in Rochester, New York. That's where Brian King is. Yeah, yeah. It's where all the illegal aliens go, Carolina. That's too funny. So how you been, Carolina? You been good? Causing any trouble out there? No, no, Willie. No, you ain't messing with my life, sweet. Look, look, look. Um, you ain't messing with it. This is an open chat. This is Friday nights, man. This is. Oh no, like real aliens? Yeah, that and Nephilim probably, but yeah. Hey, Gen T, I saw you in there. So hope everybody had a good week. Mine was a little crazy because we're under the gun at work for trying to make deadlines, and we're an artist short, and we were interviewing people, and we had to hire another artist, and they're not going to start for another week. But anyway, that's done. So it's a little crazy at work for me, but I'm looking forward to this weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to go skeet shooting with my son again. We might shoot the pistols a little bit, not sure. He wants to shoot the long colt. So, but we'll do mostly skeet shooting. I'm really working on him, get him ready for dove season next year. I want him to be successful. Oh, you're kidding me, Carolina. They saw your channel, so they fired you. Skeet shooting is safer for animals, yes. Okay, Angel, I gotta ask you. Are you a vegetarian? Angel? Hey, buddy.
Hey, Daddy,
What?
look what I found.
Yeah. So you're not a vegetarian. How dare you? How dare you not be a vegetarian and say you care for animals like that? The way you do. You don't like hunting. So how can you not be a vegetarian and hate hunting? It's the most humane. You don't even want to know how the animals you eat die. The ones that you get from the supermarket, you don't even want to know how inhumane they butcher cows and how they slaughter them. It makes what we do is the way we hunt is the most humane way of dropping an animal. Okay, so I just don't understand it. I mean, we talk about hunting and you get all upset. So basically, you don't care how the animals die because when they get to your table, or when you order a steak in a restaurant, it's because you don't out of sight, out of mind. You just don't like to hear about it. See, it doesn't make sense to me, Angel. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, to each his own. I'm not judging you. I just don't understand it. That's all. Texas GT stalking you? Man, there's too many. Carolina, not for nothing, but you got way too many stalkers. I swear to God, Richard Crude makes fun of you because he's got a crush on you. You're glad now? Look, I guess I don't know if I'm desensitized to it. You know, processing a deer myself and doing all that. You wish she was stalking you. You're gonna start stalking Carolina. Oh, that would be interesting. Ick. Ick for what? Stalking Carolina or ick for processing the deer yourself? See, a lot of people just can't handle that, and I guess it just doesn't bother me, you know. And I'm not going to talk about it. I know, you know. I'm going to respect your no processing the deer. Yeah. Oh, so how dare you come in here, Carolina, and say someone else is your sweetheart? This is awful. How can you do that to me? God, these cigars taste good. I'm glad I have two of them because you were 10. To a boy starting to clean a deer. Like my son's been involved with cleaning hogs and cleaning deer since he was 5, and to do that to a look a female's going to be a little bit different about stuff like that. Yeah, no, you shouldn't. Oh, Michelle. Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. Yeah, Kumanina might be mad at me now. Uh-oh, Genti's gonna tell Kumanina on me. I've known Carolina for a bit. no, I gotta stick with the ones I flirt with, and that's Kumanina. So, what are you gonna do? Especially since Nuck and Futz isn't around anymore. She didn't come in my stream anymore. Nuck and Futz, she just no, I can't flirt with her anymore. It's terrible. Jeez, Joe, really? Man, talk about drugs somewhere else. I mean, come on. That's Nuck and Futz, she still does a stream and stuff like that, but of course she's like I think she changed her name or something, or she has a channel. About it's called her, her whole zebra thing. So, hey Josh, how's it going, man? You doing okay tonight? Man, Josh, thanks a lot for that shout out and mirroring my food for thought stream on on the whole I'm not a cop hater thing, man. Thanks a lot. That was really cool of you to do that. I appreciate that, Josh. That was really cool. You're a good egg. Yeah, I know she uploads videos. She just doesn't come into anybody's live streams much. What's going on? You okay, man? I know you've been better. I know you're going through some shit right now, man. My prayers are with you, brother. I just pray you have strength, man, to get through this crap. I understand, man. I mean, I can't say I've been through what you've been through. Um, I've done my share of crap when I was younger. Did the whole marijuana thing, did the whole cocaine thing and stuff like that when I was you know younger. So I had to deal with shit like that. Caroline is a great person as long as she's not around a SWAT team. Hey, Flo. Oh, okay. Okay, Josh. Hey, Scooter. Nah, man. Like when everybody growing up in high school, we all did that stuff. We all smoked that stuff, and oh, jeez, Richard. Richard, you got a crush on her, and you know it. That don't even go there, man. You got a crush on her. Hey, Tammy, how's it going? Jeez, we got the whole crew in here. He's probably watching Carolina. That's so funny. Oh my God, Carolina, that's bad. 1979. I think that was probably the first time I ever smelled it. I was at a Cheap Trick concert. Yeah, 1979 Cheap Trick concert was the first time I ever smelled that stuff. I'm like, the heck is that? I mean, I was 12. Yeah, I mean, God, it's probably been 20, 25 years since I've touched that stuff. You know, I mean, geez, growing up, who didn't like that stuff? And it has a lot to do with, I mean, that's why I don't like drinking hard liquor. I mean, I don't mind sipping bourbon and stuff like that. But I try to stay away from it. Um, and it's like if when I got injured, or like if I broke a bone or something like that, or and the doctors tried to give me pain meds, I just wouldn't take them. I would have to be half dying to take pain meds. I just didn't want to. I didn't like the way they made me feel. Oh man, Josh, if you were over here, I'd hand you a cigar, man. I would hand you a cigar. We hang out here on the stream and smoke a cigar. Oh, Caroline, I know they watch my stream now. I know they watch my stream. Yeah, Josh, geez, you know where I live. I'm gonna be on for 2 hours. Why don't you just drive over here? Shit, I'll go inside and break open the good cigars, man. Oh, Richard's got a Discord now? Damn, I gotta go to that one. Damn it, Richard, post a link to your Discord in here. I'm going to it. I'll go in after. I want to be in Richard's Discord. I want to be in Richard's Discord. Old English. You know something? A lot of people do YouTube for a living. Look at look at Steve Crowder. I mean, there's a ton of people out there that do YouTube for a living, and that's their job. They do a great job of it. Nuance Bro. Nuance Bro does YouTube for a living. That's how he makes his living. And these guys that have these established channels, they make a decent living at it. It's their job. Independent news source. I have no desire to do this as a job. I've just put a lot I just put a lot of time into this, so because I wanted it to be similar to my old radio days and have some fun. And yes, because I put a lot of time and a lot of money into my studio and stuff like that, yeah, it wouldn't be bad to make a little bit of that back. So every time I get super chats, that's just more equipment going in the studio. I've already got lined up to get another piece of equipment in there. Hey, Skyhawk. What are you guys arguing about? Josh, you may be right about that whole dentist statement. I've seen Rick smile. You guys do not say lover boy. What was that supposed to mean, Texas? Kids, I got the whole crew in here tonight. This is going to be a fun night. And it's early. We're only 22 minutes into this bad boy. El Jefe. Oh, my God. The crew's in here. Oh, my God, Josh. Oh, my God, Josh. That was friggin' awesome. Hey, Richard. Oh, my God. Richard Dix, you guys are nuts tonight. Yeah, Angel. Yeah, you know something? I couldn't. I can't touch that stuff today. I don't want my kids to mess around with it. Why the hell would I touch that stuff? It won't let you post it. Damn it, Richard, send me an email. Steve at txsheepdogs.com. Steve at txsheepdogs.com. 25 years ago was the last time I touched that stuff, El Jefe, and I just got tired. Yes, XFL draft. Oh, can't wait for the XFL league. Seeing that we have the headquarters here in Arlington. Jeez, Joe, really? Loverboy was. Oh, I don't even know what you would classify as Loverboy from late 70s, early 80s. Hey, Texas Red. Richard, I don't know, man. Josh got you with that last one. The whole field goal thing. You're going to have to step it up here, Richard, because I think Josh got you on that. That was one hell of a troll statement. Iron Maiden, 1984. In 1984, I saw Van Halen at the Providence Civic Center. It's where they filmed the Panama video. Yep, two nights. They filmed a little bit for Panama each night, and that was awesome. Being there for that, being in that video, somewhere in the crowd anyway. When they panned it out over the crowd, the section that they panned it and I was in, but it's not like you could see me. Air supply. Yeah, that statement's got quite a bit of air in it. David Lee Roth was awesome. You know, David Lee Roth was at his best when he did solo. I saw his solo tour with Stevie Vai, Greg Bissonette, Billy Sheehan. Oh my God, talk about an action-packed band, all stars. Awesome. You know, guys, Eddie Van Halen, he's a bit of an ass. Him and his brother Alex. Man, they've kicked more. They kicked Gary from Extreme out of the band. They kicked David Lee Roth. Gary never even got to tour with them. They kicked him out of the band because of what he wanted to wear in concert. He wanted to wear a suit with tails on it, you know, and a top hat. That's why they kicked him out of the band. And, you know, they had more hits with Sammy Hagar than they did with David Lee Roth. Of course, I mean, I like the music with David Lee Roth better. It was more rock. But Sammy Hagar took Van Halen to another level. And the fact that they got back together and they got, and Michael Anthony wouldn't play for him anymore because Michael Anthony and Sammy were good friends. He didn't like how they treated him. Van Halen wasn't overrated back in the day. My friend was out in California before the Van Halen made it, and has a recording. Has a recording from a small club when Eddie was only 19 years old. Okay. Oh, thank you, Greta. Thank you very much. Well, like I said, Hagar gave a new flavor to the band. I like David Lee Roth. Great. Dimebag Darrell. You know, my brother-in-law was friends with Dimebag. You know, he didn't. He went to school pretty close to where I am right now. Boulder's here. Boulder is in the house. No, I liked Hagar. I mean, like I said, he added a different flavor to the band, and I thought it was pretty good. Of course, I like David Lee Roth. I saw him, you know, in his prime anyway with Van Halen. 1984 tour was a great tour. Kyle Kavanaugh jumps in the stream, jumps in with the bad, bigoted language. But what do you expect from a Canuck? Kyle is a Canuck, you know. I mean, he's got a poof for a freaking prime minister. He's a snow monkey. Van Halen, Halen. What's brown? It's cigar bigoted. This isn't a tied bundle of sticks, but this is a damn good cigar. It's a Rocky Patel. Yeah, I have a train. I have train tracks nearby. Yeah, Richard, you're just mad she didn't lose it to you. Come on, man. We all know you got the hots for Carolina. We know this. You're always talking about her. And you called into my stream, and that's all you could talk about was Carolina, Richard. Come on, man. Just admit it. Just admit it. You got the hots for her. I mean, come on. Let's be serious here. You got the hots for her. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, Boulder knows. I mean, come on. Carolina was. Josh. Oh my God, Josh, that's funny. You're cracking me up tonight, man. I wish Josh was here, man. That'd be so cool. Josh and me hanging out, smoking cigars. Josh, we're gonna have to figure that out. One of these Friday nights, you're gonna have to come over here, and you're gonna have to come over here and do a cigar stream with me, Josh. That we have to plan. We'll get Josh. We'll get Scooter over here. And we'll all sit in a circle here, smoke some stogies, and do a great stream. That is what I want to do. I want to get Scooter here. Maybe even Texas GT if he wants to stop in. And then we'll get Josh. And then we'll get Carolina over here. So friggin'. I'm just south of Fort Worth, Josh. Just south of Fort Worth. About 5 minutes south of Fort Worth. I'm the same place Bao used to live. Matter of fact, when Bao lived here, it was probably 5 minutes away from me. I can't be there. I told you I had that whole thing. I had the whole deal come up with Africa in 2 years, so all my money is going towards that, and my down payment anyway. That, and I still got to put money aside to go moose hunting in Canada. Hey, Wasp. I'm going to be in Wasp's neck of the woods in June. I'm going to be up in Rhode Island in June. I want my kids to see where I grew up. So I'll be up there. I'm going to spend some time in Warwick too. Cash in some of that Jew gold. Yeah, I got all kinds of Jew gold. Whatever. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You're going after Catilla too. Yeah, yeah, Scooter. Westerly. Look. You're not far away from any place in Rhode Island. Everything's a 20-minute drive. So yeah, I'm going to be getting together with a bunch of people up there. We'll have to get together when I'm up there, Wasp. Definitely. I know that New England Truth and I are going to get together when I'm up there. I think they still make Zimas. I don't know. You're no longer a male whore. You sure about that? Every male is a whore. You guys are bad. Well, Richard Crude makes some of the funniest damn videos out there. I gotta say, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Every time Crude does a friggin' video, I laugh my damn head off. Greta, are you planning on doing a live stream? All you have to do is your subscribers will get notification. Tell us ahead of time so we can put time aside. I will be there for Greta's live stream. Heck yeah. You did it. Jeez, when did you do it? Was I at dinner or something when you did it? I don't go to too many concerts anymore. I did take Gavin to go see Cheap Trick, Bad Company, and ZZ Top. ZZ Top, that was my son's first concert. My wife and I took him there. Josh, next Friday I'm not going to my lease until Saturday. I'll go to the farm on Saturday. So if you wanna hang out Friday and do a stream. I don't know how cold it's going to be though. You have to bring a jacket. We'll sit out here and I have a big umbrella light that we can light up this whole area and we can just sit out here and do a stream. Because we can't fit everybody in the studio. But geez, yeah, I would love to do that. We get you, we'll get Caroline over here. That'll piss off some people. I was still at work. Yeah. Man, you please send me a text message or something before you go live next time. Give me a little heads up, Greta. I want to be there. Thank you, Greta. Shalom to you too. And thank you for supporting my stream so much, Greta. You're awesome. Texas GT, you're gonna stop over here when we do this thing? That'll be fun. Probably get in trouble. That would be a blast getting everybody here. Yes, Greta is a legend, especially in this stream. She's been involved in this stream. She's done the old battles we used to have. She sent in videotapes. She's awesome. Texas, you're not the only one with TX. You're not the only one without a wrench. I gave away way too many wrenches, and I've been kind of weaning them a little bit. So there's some people that lost wrenches because they're kind of never here. Wait till Kikia comes into the stream and finds out she doesn't have a wrench. I don't do any more daytime streams. So wait till she finds out. My boyfriend, oh my god, my boyfriend's cream pies me. Okay. Anyway, you missed an O. I think you did take too many, Joe Public. Oh, Roy, there was a time when you didn't have a wrench. What type of cigar? It's a Rocky Patel. This is one of the vintage 1990s. It's becoming one of my, I wouldn't call it low dollar favorites, but it's definitely up there. Damn, where's the wrapper? I think the wrapper blew away. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, it's a 1990 Rocky Patel. And I liked it so much. I bid on another 10 of them at auction. I just won them tonight, so I'll get them probably by Thursday. Usually go cheap on cigars. Well, when I started smoking cigars, I went cheap. I can't afford expensive ones, so what I do is I go to auction and I bid. I bid what my limit is, and that's it. I don't go any higher. And I'll bid on like 5 or 6 different lots, and I'll win a few of them, one or two. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bid on like 7 lots, and I won 5, and I'm like, holy cow, that was a pretty friggin' penny. One lot, you pay $20 or so for a handful of cigars, but when you win like 5 of them, yeah, that was up there. Well, Kyle, your work ethic is like right up there with Boulder's. That's why you two probably get along so well working. Hey, Black Label, how's it going? Geez, I'm getting all the crew in here tonight. People I don't normally see. Yeah, like I said, guys, I can't afford expensive cigars, but I like expensive cigars. So yeah, I'll bid on them. Once in a while I'll get some the older Camachos. Those are the oldest cigars I smoke. The 1962 pre-embargo Camachos. They're Cuban. They're unbelievable cigars. If Big Riggin was in here, if Jamie was here, he could tell you because I smoked a Camacho with him, and he said he'll never smoke. He'll never smoke another cigar again because he got spoiled. So as soon as I get the other, I have 5 or more of those that I go in halves on a lot with a friend. So I'm supposed to pick those up. Yeah, I don't get drunk. The guys in my group have seen me drunk one time. I got drunk. Not even drunk. I was pretty buzzed, and that was on my birthday in 2018. Was the last time I drank, more than a few drinks. And I did a live stream too, which was really interesting. I don't like getting drunk. No, I don't think you can get cigars from Amazon. Go to cigarbid.com. Cigarbid.com. You fill out the information, and you have to, have an account that you can link directly to it. So that's how I do it. Hey, Black Label, were you able to see my? I put the swatting video together with all the police footage, or at least the police footage that I would release, because there was some that really doxed my house even more, and I didn't want it when they were inside my house. But yeah, it shows all the different angles from them approaching me. Okay. Yeah, it's the one that has all the police footage added to it, and you hear like all the crosstalk on the radio from the time, like during my stream, you'll hear when the call came in, and you'll hear the radio go out to the different departments that showed up, and then of course you see them as they're arriving, walking up to me and handcuffing me. That's funny. That's something that the police really didn't understand. When I was talking with them, even the next day when I was talking with them, and they were asking me, they're like, how can you be friends with a lot of these guys? And I'm like, a lot of them are good people. I don't, and I've said this before. A lot of the auditors, I don't care for, because I don't like a lot of their tactics. I think they cause more problems than they help. But at the same time, they're doing things the way that they feel is right. And I can give you my opinion. But I can say this from the incident that happened here. Policy changes are being made, and if you guys saw the White House, um, the director of ICE was at the White House speaking. Well, my friend and Tarrant County Sheriff was standing right next to him. That was Bill Wayburn. He spoke. He was there. He is working on new policy for the police department for cases such as mine, so they don't go and violate people's rights. And I was able to talk with quite a few police departments, and they're writing up paperwork right now. And the policy is going to be brought to a few different police departments, and they're going to test it. And if it works out okay, they're going to try to go statewide with it. So, I'm pretty excited that that's coming out of that whole incident that happened with the swatting. As far as how you become a wrench here, I got to know you for a long time. The people that are wrenches like Roy, I've known Roy for a couple of years. Most of the people that are wrenches in my stream, I've known for a few years. And pretty much all of my wrenches have my personal phone number. So we we all talk on a regular basis. Most of the guys that have wrenches in my stream, I talk to them every single day. So I really have to know you. Andrew, you called my personal phone number the other night. You didn't even realize it. That phone call during the stream that came in was on my personal number. It was not. I have two separate numbers. I have my stream number and I have my regular number. I've gone through every swatting video I could find on the internet. I went through, and I've seen the ones where the guy got killed. And I've seen others that were scarier than mine. Like I said, after about a minute into mine, I started laughing. So, oh, good. This one's going to last about the hour. Then I'll get going on the second one. Man, it's not warm. Man, last Friday I was sweating out here. I was in my thin slate shirt, man, wiping the sweat off my face. Now I got freaking fleece on. Yeah, I know, Scooter. You were there. Carolina wasn't even there, and she had her name brought up by the police like 2 or 3 times. I couldn't stop laughing. It's like he starts talking to me about one of the cops starts talking to me about you, and I think he's the one that you were talking about, Carolina, when you posted his name up earlier. Well, see, that's the problem. They couldn't understand. They're like, "Why are you talking to these guys?" And I'm like, "Look," I said, "I was trying to help a lot of, a lot of." I have a with my train of thought here. I have some experience I thought I could impart on how to change policy, like I'm doing right now. We're changing policy right now because of that incident. Roy, when I realized I had been swatted or something was up anyway, it was when I heard his voice. He never identified him, so the first police officer never identified him as police. And you saw it when I was sitting here, and he was right over there, okay? And it was too dark for me to see anything. But I heard his voice, and I'm like, that's not a regular person's voice. I thought it was a neighbor at one time. So I said, what the hell you want me to come down there for? And then when I heard his voice, and I'm like, that's a cop. So I walked out to the front, and then when I started walking, actually before I started walking, I saw the guy over there, and I'm like, yeah, it's a cop. I didn't know I had been swatted. I mean, I knew police were here. As I walked out, I saw them all pulling up. I didn't know I had been swatted until he started asking if I had made any statements on social media. That's when I'm like, oh, geez, are you kidding me? I've been swatted. I can't believe I got swatted. Then I started laughing. Yeah, they do. It's command presence. Yeah, I'm so used to hearing it. Guys, you forget. That's what I did. I trained police in martial arts. I trained them on command presence. I heard it. That's why when I walked out, I kept it live. I had my phone in my hand. And if you noticed, when I walked out, you could see me in the phone, but I kept it so they could see the reflection of the phone so they knew something was happening on the phone. And I kept it at an angle so it didn't flash back at them when they shine their light on me. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. So I walked out and I kept my phone at an angle so I could see it. You guys could see me as I was walking out, and they could see the reflection in the phone. They could see what was going on. So they knew it wasn't a weapon. And I sure as hell wasn't going to throw out my cigar. I had a damn good cigar in my mouth. That's what pissed me off the most. Is I had a La Perla Habana. Awesome cigar. It wasn't even a 911 call. They called a non-emergency line. But that's something else. The dispatcher, now up north from here, the police department's actually only an hour away from here. They literally get a swatting call every week. And the dispatcher is so skilled in handling swatting calls that they know it's a swatting call before they even dispatch a cop. And half the times they're not dispatching cops anymore. They're not. When they know, and they ask enough questions where they know it's a swatting call. And they don't do it. So that's another thing. The dispatcher down here, this was the first time that ever happened. The dispatcher down here, had never had a swatting call before. The police department here didn't have a swatting call. You know, man, I got to fill this lighter again already. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm about, oh, mile and a half, maybe 2 miles from the train tracks. Yeah, I normally don't. No one gets timed out in here. Look, you guys know my three rules: no doxing, no threats of violence, and no talking about people's family, their wives, children, stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, I really don't care too much about what's said in here. That's why I allowed Josh and Richard Crude to go at it with each other early on. I really don't care. Trolls make it kind of funny once in a while. What about bacon? Damn it! I try to keep my values, Black Label. I try to. I don't try to vary from them. Yeah, I don't want anybody's getting their family attacked. Like, William Worthington comes into the stream a lot, and they're constantly attacking his wife and stuff like that. So they're getting banned. I ban them immediately. I don't tolerate that. Hey, Yuki, it's my favorite female snow monkey. Well, one of my favorites. Yuki, I hate to say it, but there's another snow monkey. Saucin, two female snow monkeys. My favorites. My favorite snow monkeys. Yuki, you and Saucin. Yo, Yuki will always have a place in my heart. She's been here. Oh God, she's been coming to my stream for a while. I don't know about that, Yuki. Saucin has that sexy voice, though. I don't know. Guys, I like my streams from the studio, and I have a lot of fun doing those. But man, I look forward to this Friday night stream a lot. And when hunting season starts, Yuki, come on, man, really? You're gonna do that to me? Put me on the spot like that? I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't lie to you. Young and dangerous, you say. News now, Timuland, brother. Good night, man. You have yourself a great night. Take care, my friend. My wife is amazing. God, you kidding me? My wife treats me like gold. She's awesome. Doesn't put up with my crap either. Oh my God. No. She doesn't put up with my crap. That's what's so amazing about her. She can call me on my crap and sound sweet doing it. It's awesome. No, I don't consider myself auditor of the auditors. No. I came into that group because of James Freeman and Brian King. I met Brian King in James Freeman's streams because I was following James Freeman. And I thought to myself, yeah, there are bad cops out there. And something, if we're going to make a change, maybe I can help you guys make a change. Make a change in how things are done, and how policy is changed. So I tried to help out. Look what happened. They didn't like me very much. You have to understand, what I saw was a lot of them love their dumpster fire. That's what. A lot of them love their dumpster fire. They love their train wrecks. And I'm like, well, that's not going to change anything. Public perception is extremely important. You're not going to change things by making everyone your enemy. Come on, guys. I can't take calls while I'm doing the stream from my phone. Come on, guys. guys, I'm not gonna. I can't do this on my phone. I'm on my phone. I can't take phone calls while I'm on my phone and streaming. More like me than I know. Wow, could have fooled me on that one. Let me tell you something. When I was in Black Label stream and we were trying to talk and I was telling people my opinion. Man, 90% of the people in that stream weren't too happy with my opinion. It doesn't come from an ignorant point. My opinion comes from going out there, protesting, doing things wrong, getting arrested, and finding out, whoa, this isn't how you change things. So the groups that I was involved with up north, we changed how we protested, and we made real change. Like I said, I protested nuclear power when I was younger, got arrested for it. And when we realized how we were actually going to we could make the news, that was easy. We could get in public eye, that was easy, but we were doing it wrong and we needed to get everyone on our side. So we got involved in the political structure. We got involved in the Nuclear Regulatory Committee and making changes in the Nuclear Regulatory Committee. And that's how we got changes. Now the NRC has to do things a certain way. And the nuclear power plants are much safer in the U.S. as a result. Look, James Freeman was really, really, really in line with how I thought things should be done, like early last year. Then James Freeman realized that he wasn't going to change anything, so he got a little more verbal than I like. I mean, the things that he said, I'm like, you're not going to fix anything. I mean, if you find a tyrant, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to be rude with him. Let him be rude all by himself. Then guess what? He looks bad alone. If you don't, if the two of you just are exchanging, verbal abuse to each other, that doesn't help anything. That's what I tried to tell everybody. It doesn't help anything. You're exchanging this, and I just don't. It just doesn't resonate with me. If people like that, then fine. You know, maybe out of his videos he is Scooter, but when he's in his video, the things I've heard him say to a police officer unsolicited, saying things to an officer, I'm like, you're not going to fix anything, man. And I really like James. Some of the greatest videotapes I've seen out there were by James. Some of oh my God, his border videotapes still make me laugh. I've said it over and over again. You know, whenever he dressed like a Saudi Arabian prince and went through the border crossing, the I the border patrol that crossed, when he did that and that dressed as a Saudi Arabian prince, I friggin' laughed my head off because they didn't even question him. They just waved him through. I mean, come on, that was friggin' hysterical. I'm about ready to start on this second one. We're on an hour now. Well, that was James. You can go back. You can still go and find that video. That was James dressed as the Saudi Arabian prince. Unless someone else pulled that same stunt, that was friggin' awesome. That shows you right there that those border people, they don't want to. They don't want to stop anything at those borders. They just want to harass citizens. James is my youngest son's middle name. Oh, he did at the IRS office? Oh, that should have been funny. Who's not looking at you, Kyle? Because you're telling someone to look at you. Ooh, catch it on fire. It's double humped camel. Dang, it's cold out here, guys. No, my kids are not going to become snow monkeys. Greta, you have good reason to think what you think and know what you know because of what happened. You and I both know. Yeah, Sergeant's the real deal when it comes to. And I'm not saying other people aren't real veterans, but Sergeant's he's the real deal when it comes to combat veteran. You know, I know a lot of people in here are probably combat veterans. I just don't know you as well as I know Sergeant. Well, there's a difference between agreeing with what someone does and good content. Like I said, everybody enjoys a dumpster fire. Everybody enjoys a train wreck. I just got to the point where I wasn't trying to help them anymore. I just bring marshmallows now. That's all. It's going to be a dumpster fire. I'll bring marshmallows. It's if it's a big one, I'm bringing brats. Yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah, Angel, that's some see that's the stuff that there's just no reason for it. Look, if you want to change something, first you get the public on your side. Why do you think Antifa is not going to change anything? They don't have the public on their side. They only have idiots on their side. That's why Antifa won't change anything. They're just going to create hatred and division. Hey, Michigan Mister, how's it going, man? Yes, that's right, Pastor Jack. Pastor Jack's my brother. My brother from another mother. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing what we call. It's funny when I was. We didn't call them children at 21. Because when I was growing up, a 21-year-old wasn't a child. It seems like today, and I don't know if it's just from perspective. I'm 52 years old now. But I mean, there's a difference between an adult by age and an adult by action and an adult by behavior. There's a difference. Big difference. When you say Patrick, are you talking about News Now Patrick? Is that who you're talking about, guys? because I don't know News Now Patrick personally, but I can't really say anything for him. You know, anything about him. Yeah, see, I don't know him. I don't watch a whole lot of his videos, so I really don't have an opinion. I mean, there's certain things I know of him I ain't crazy about, but yeah, I'd have to meet him. Yeah, Carolina's just got to get not get into the face of SWAT while they're trying to do a job. That's all. I love teasing Carolina about that. Well, you would think anybody at 21 would know better. Who's hot? Are you hitting on Carolina Scooter? Carolina's a married woman, damn it. Stop hitting on her. Greta didn't block Willie. It works for you? Well, let's see here. I've had as many as 30 something in here tonight, and I got 17 likes. See? Someone did? I don't think anybody banned Willie in here tonight. Now, there's two different Willies in here, and there's Willie's Pickle, and then William Worthington, I don't think even came in here tonight. No, I didn't see anybody ban him. Really? Why did you ban him? You can't ban him. You're not a wrench. Not William Worthington. There's a bunch of people that have William's name that William knows. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, we banned a fake William account this week. Your comment might have been automatically deleted because YouTube has some weird things. If you say certain words, they get rid of it. Yeah, Caroline in Fort Worth is married. Yeah, Willie's Pickle is pickle Willie's Pickled Liver is the name of the account. He's a good guy. He's one of Willie's friends. Like, I don't think you're I can't remember. I don't think people are allowed to say the N word anymore in the streams. I think it automatically gets deleted. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't like talking about people that aren't in the stream most of the time. I just and don't even get me going on NNH News Now Houston. I don't even want to go there. Not worth my time. Yeah, no hard R. So don't say cracker, say cracka. Well, I mean, you can't really talk about his current charge because he's not convicted yet. You can talk about the one where he's convicted. You know, that's the way I see it. I mean, I've joked about the N word with my friends, who my friends who are black. We've joked about it. Like, just wait. I have one of my friends that's coming on the stream that I've known for 20 years, close to 20 years. Um, Black gentleman. I've trained in karate with him for years. We've fought a couple of times. He's coming on the stream here in a couple of weeks, and when he comes on the stream, and he's going to be in the studio with me, I'm going to be in blackface. Just saying. Get ready for that one. See what YouTube does with that. Yep, that's going to be crazy. Oh yeah, I'm going to do stream in blackface. Yep. Yeah, we already agreed to it. He might actually come in whiteface and paint his face white, and I'm going to paint my face black. And we're going to try to act like each other's ethnicity, we'll call it. It was funny, Roy, because before we had, it was our last fight, our second fight that we had, and guy's name is Rodney. And before that, we were on the radio trash talking each other, trying to build up hype for the fight and everything. So we're trash talking each other and on the radio, and I said I was blacker than him, and he said, "Yeah, only from the waist up." So that got a good laugh out of me. So we'll see. We'll see how fast the YouTube might shut down that stream in the middle of it. Who knows? Because it's gonna get real. One thing that I've always done with my friends, especially my friends that are black, is we talk about everything. We talk about how fun each other's ethnicity is. Me being Jewish and him being black, and we make fun of each other's culture. Isn't that what you're supposed to be able to do in a free society? There's no venom in it. It's not like we're saying it to hurt each other. It's humor. We're laughing. Past it, really, really, you do you really need to use? Okay, I'll let you use the N word. You can say necrophilia in here, because that's a worse word, isn't it? Isn't necrophilia a much worse word than the other one? Narcolepsy. No, narcissist. Yeah, no one gets an N word pass. Left the R off. Okay. Nah, nah. I don't know, Greta. I think my brother's got the hots for you, Greta. I don't know, man. He talks real sweet to you. Just saying. My brother John talks real sweet to Greta. Who's got 187 IQ computer nerd? Who's that? Carolina's hotter? Hotter than who? I don't know why people say Carolina isn't good looking. That just blows my mind. Look, you guys always trash her and this and that. How many of you have actually met her in person? Hmm? How many? She crashed my stream, jumped in my truck. How many people have met Carolina in person? Okay? I have. See, Michigan, that's what I'm saying. Oh, with Bow. Yeah, that's right, Scooter. You were in the. Yeah, you were with them. Yep. Hey, Helen. No, I didn't tie you. No, Tommy, you're the only one I've ever tied up in my truck. She just jumped in the front seat of my truck. Yep. No, Tommy did. No, Tommy got friggin' hogtied and tape over his mouth in my truck. That was still one of the funniest streams with him tied up in the back seat, and I go live, and he's in the back going, and I'm like, oh, just disregard that. Just disregard that. Yes, some women do age like a fine wine. Yep. That was when Owen was in town, and we were going to his show. Yep. Yeah, some just turn. Which N word is in the Bible? Yeah, please, Pastor, please tell me, because don't even think about the one everybody hates. That one ain't in the Bible. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that when Carolina made you leave because you didn't button up your shirt. Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar, yeah. Yeah, not was in there a lot. Like, lead us not into temptation. Hot and sterilized, got it. Oh, Horatius, you're talking about which one? When I tied up Tommy Lee in the back of the in the back seat, or when I had Carolina in it? Which one? Which one? Which one, Horatius? Hey, GD. No, Carolina gave me a really nice compliment too, guys. Just so you know, I just want you to understand. Don't be jealous now. Don't be jealous. Carolina, when she met me, gave me a really nice compliment. Oh, the Asian guy tied up. Yeah, that was a funny one. I had fun with that. You tied up a Chinaman once too. Look, you haven't lived life unless you've had a Chinaman tied up in your back seat. Just saying. Oh God, Yuki, really? Yeah, Willie is here. Willie's pickled liver is here. Yeah. Jeez, I'm gonna finish this one probably 45 minutes. See, if I had smoked one of the Nicaraguan Cosanos, I'd be barely halfway through that thing right now. Yeah, Caroline is a handful, man. She didn't take orders well. Look, Caroline, I miss your streams when you used to go up to a cop, whatever he was doing, and start asking him questions the same way that they ask us. Can I search your car? Can I see your license? Do you have any paraphernalia in your car? Do you have any drugs in your car? Yeah, Black Label never stays here very long. He just stops in to say hi. Yeah, those are the streams that of Caroline's I really, really, really like. I used to laugh my head off when she'd just go up to him, acting all cute and everything, like, hey, hey, can I see your ID? Do you have any drugs in your car? Can I check your car? Do you mind if I check your car? You still do that? I haven't seen you do that in a while because I'm always so upset that you're screaming at some SWAT guy. I know I'm going to keep on going back to that, Carolina. I don't know why he has a check by his name. Yeah, I know. I only have 18 of them. That's okay. Not everybody likes me. Yes, Scooter, we got to get together on that. And I got to get you some of that venison so we can package it all up and mail it up to Brian. I've been promising venison for like 2 years now. Yeah, ID, please. Reno is 41 degrees. Oh, God. You know, people don't realize um, when I lived in Reno, I was a little higher altitude because I was in a little town outside of Reno, northeast of it, I believe, called Stead. It was right by the Stead airport. And we were at 5,100 feet when I lived there. And we would get, 40s and 50 degrees at night, and then it'd be friggin' the summers were amazing though. The summer was like it'd be 110 degrees out, you didn't even know it. There was no humidity. Well, Carolina, a lot of times the SWAT guys will actually team up from different districts. Yeah, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. It's in the low 50s right now here. My biggest critique of that, Carolina, is they are obviously doing some kind of a raid, okay? And they had to deal with you instead of doing their job. That really could have gotten someone hurt. That's why I was critiquing you so badly about that. That's all. I used to do streams about how to video police and how to stay out of their way and let them do the job and still get all the footage that you need because we need to hold them accountable. I have no qualms with filming police. Oh my God, film them every chance you get. I filmed a cop through a drive-through. When I pulled up to the meter, you see what the other person ordered in front of you. Guy ordered like friggin' 30 something dollars worth of food at Taco Bell. Then he pulls into the parking lot. He's eating it all by himself, and I'm like, damn, you must be hungry. He was a Crowley cop. I say film him, of course, absolutely. I just tried to show the problems, and I showed footage, actual police footage of people filming police and the problems that it can cause and can get people hurt, including yourself and the police, if you don't do it right. There's a way to film police where you're completely out of their peripheral and ways to do it to where you're not endangering anybody. And I never said don't film them. By all means, film them. Film them. Yeah. How many times have people filmed police save someone in court later because they had documentation of it? And when the police said they did something and it wasn't true, we had the documentation. And I believe that's extremely important. Yeah, I guess it's stress eating or something. I don't know. They order so much food. I couldn't believe how much food that guy ordered. I mean, the little box lunches, the stuff at Taco Bell you get in a box is $5. The hell does he need $30 worth of food? What the hell is he buying? How many freaking tacos and burritos is $30? Well, that's the thing. That was the joke we always had up north. Because there's Dunkin' Donuts literally in every corner. There's a Dunkin' Donuts up north. And if you want to find a cop, don't call 911 up north. Just drive to your local Dunkin' Donuts. It's literally quarter of a mile away from wherever you are in Rhode Island. You're going to find a Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Carolina, no one's perfect either. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. But if we don't critique each other, we don't get better. So that's why when the people The police department, I talked to them the next day after the swatting. They were like, you friends with Caroline? I said, yeah, I talked with her. I told them, I said, I got involved with this group so I could help. So, yeah, they don't understand that. And it's no different. They're no different than the auditors that don't understand how I can be friends with cops. It's no different. It's the same concept. It's the same attitude. That's why I thought this is where we can change something. We can build a better relationship between you guys and the cops. And I'm not saying kiss their ass. I'm saying build a better relationship. There's ways that you can gain their ear by earning respect. And then when you gain their ear, you get to change things. Whatever, Roy. Prick. Bootlicker. Bastard. I almost changed my friggin' my YouTube name to Steven Bootlicker Pinder. I thought that'd be funny. But my show isn't about all that. My stream is, a few things. Damn it, Roy, I'm about ready to time that bastard out. I'll keep it up, prick. I try to be, Carolina. I try to be. I try to look at both sides of everything. You guys know the issues that I've had with police in the past, and losing friends to them in a real bad way. I know firsthand. Not all of them are good. Yeah, Dom's got like what, a friggin' size 16 friggin' boot. Tall bastard. He's like 6'4", 6'5". I think he's 6'5". Tall bastard. Oh, Boulder, we're going to talk about duality again? Yeah, yeah, Kyle. Hello, Chuck Bronson. Welcome aboard. I don't think I've seen you in here before. I may have. I don't know. Dom isn't 6'7". Oh, you're James. Okay. I thought you were talking about Dom. Okay. Yeah, I know your James is pretty tall. Yeah. Geez, my 8-year-old son is only about 7 inches shorter than you, Cream Pie. I don't even know what to call you. I'm not calling you my boyfriend. That sounds just weird. My boyfriend's Cream Pies me. So do I just call you MB? Call him Cream Pie. He asked a duck during a sandstorm. I don't think I've seen your stuff, Chuck. I'll have to check it out. I don't know Charles Bronson. Sorry, I know Chuck Norris. Yeah, I think your name is pretty interesting there, Cream Pie. You guys are bad tonight. Boston Cream Pie. Don't even get me going there, Pastry. It's so gay. Yeah. Yeah, man, once a cop does you wrong, and growing up in Gloucester, Rhode Island, for a long time, I grew up many years, lived up there when I was a kid, basically in Rhode Island, and we had a police officer. I believe his name was Charles Binns, sergeant. He was a sergeant. This guy was as bad as they get. Many times he assaulted underage people, arresting kids for things 15, 16 years old. Um, Many times parents pressed charges against this guy, and basically the guy got away with it until finally someone nailed him. And he went to jail, and he went to jail for a long time. I think when he got out, he ended up dying of a heart attack later on. But he was bad news. And I grew up with a lot of the police officers in the Gloucester or Patchett Police Department in Rhode Island. And when they came on the force, eventually they got rid of this guy. And he was just bad news. Yeah, Tommy, really? Yeah, Chuck. I try to stay optimistic. I mean, you know something, and it is getting worse. I don't care what anybody says, because they're really no one wants to be a cop anymore, and they're really digging the bottom of the barrel to get cops. And who they're getting on the police force is awful. It's definitely swinging um, in the direction of more and more bad cops now. Absolutely, there's no way you can tell me otherwise. There's more bad cops now than there were 10 years ago. But I still try to find out what they are, and I've met a lot of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. My second cigar is gonna have to be a bigger one next time, because it's an hour and a half into it, and I'm already done with both my cigars. Oh well. Yeah, it's the contempt that does. This is why I said, you can fix a bad relationship with a police officer. Yeah, they need to take their oath seriously. Some of them don't, some of them do. Get the cigar pipe? Nah, I didn't grab it this time. It's in the house. That's okay. I can finish the rest of the stream without a cigar. I'll get over it. You've never been put in jail for something you didn't do. Well, when I got arrested for reckless driving, I wouldn't call it reckless driving. I mean, I spun the tire. I had a hot rod. I spun the tires, and I got arrested for reckless driving. Oh well. Sure, I spun the tires. Still beat it out in court. Yeah, bad cops do get good cops killed. Absolutely. They get good people killed too. Bad cops, they get themselves killed, they get their partners killed, and they get good people killed. Yeah, absolutely. We just saw a bad cop get in trouble in Dallas. Female officer shot a guy in his own apartment. She said it. She thought it was her apartment. We've talked about that. We did a whole stream on it. Yeah. Bad cops are just bad cops. They get everything wrong around them, which means wrongful people, the wrong people get killed. Absolutely. What's that? What's that, Scooter? I didn't see that. But why do all good cops back that one bad cop? No, not all of them. And you'll find out that the worst thing that a good cop can find out is if one is bad. I say this over and over again. My friend, 30 years on the police force, he's fired 3 cops because he saw them violate someone's rights. And just started, it took tons and tons of paperwork in a couple of years to get them taken off the force, but he's gotten 3 of them taken off the force because they were bad cops. They were making the rest of them look bad, and he got rid of them. So, yeah, I'm sure there are bad cops that cover. If it's a good cop, he's not going to cover for a bad cop. Because if a cop covers for a bad cop, he's not a good cop. He's not a good cop. I don't care what anybody says. A bad cop is what covers for another cop being bad. It's not a good cop. So if you have a cop covering for a bad cop, he's not a good cop. Neither of them are. Both of them need to be off the force. Yeah, Michigan Mister, that's what I preach. It's the training. Because it's not the psychological training, because the physical training helps the psychological. If you're physically capable of handling your crap, then you're not going to be that psychologically inept in a confrontation. I don't know, you call it bullshit. I've never seen if you say there's a good cop that covers for a bad cop, that's not a good cop. It's a bad cop. Or he's been misled into thinking that the bad cop was actually good. Well, it depends. If they're a low man on the totem pole, a lot of times they got to shut up because they got to get a little bit of tenure before they can voice their opinion. And so I agree with you there, Carolina. Sometimes, yeah, it may happen. They shut up. They don't have the pull in their force. They don't have the pull. Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing that same thing, so I can have a suppressor, not a silencer, a suppressor, on some of my firearms. Once I get my stamp done, then I'll be able to put a suppressor on a lot of them. Well, yeah. But I'm finding more and more police officers now, and from talking with them and being in there for roll call and in in the briefing room and stuff like that, I've seen and heard a lot of talk. Okay, I'll say this, and I won't say what department. I'll say this. I was in a briefing room before a ride along in a police department where we were talking about Beto and other times when people said they were going to take guns. Remember back in the day when they were talking about, oh, the UN's going to come and try to disarm us? You wouldn't believe what I heard come out of the police officers' mouths in a briefing room with the lieutenants and the captain in the room. They looked at me and they said straight out, they said, the UN can't do anything. Blue helmets make great targets. These guys were serious. Now, I don't know what state you live in. You may have different types of cops in the states that you live in. But every cop that I won't hang out with a cop if I think he's bad. Every state that I've worked with the cops in, these cops aren't enforcing unconstitutional law. I know police officers that won't arrest you for marijuana unless you're selling it. If you're selling marijuana, you're going to get arrested. But if you're just smoking marijuana, they can arrest you. If you're operating a machinery, they're going to, yeah, you're in trouble. But if you're just smoking marijuana in your yard or something like that, you ain't getting arrested for it. Hell no. And they ain't going to arrest you for it. The ones that I know. Just saying. Look, I'll ride with a department one time. If I see that kind of crap, I won't ride with them again. The police that I know personally, I not only ride with them, I go hunting with them, I go fishing with them, I hang out with them, I go to the range with them. Well, Scooter, a lot of the vets come back here, and it's really a lot of times it's the only job that they can really get. You know, so a lot of them they do that. Well, that's New York PD, okay, and it all depends what part of New York you're talking about. Are you talking about New York State, New York City, Long Island? Big difference there. I know some Long Island police, some former Long Island police. They're not going to enforce unconstitutional laws. Some of them do, and they say, well, this is the law. This is the law of the land right now, so they got to enforce it. That's their reasons. Well, they forget their oath then. What part of Long Island? I'm not going to say the department. I knew. Look, I have challenge coins on my banister in the house right now from Long Island police. One of them that retired actually gave me the patch off of his uniform that he carried for 20 years on his uniform. Okay? When I say I know a lot of cops, I know a lot of cops. Well, you know why Dallas hired her? Over the last 6 years, Dallas has lost almost 900 police officers. And I'm not saying lost as in, they lost their lives. No, they quit. They quit. They are 900 officers short now in Dallas. Crime is going through the roof. So Dallas will hire just about anybody. I have a friend, 26-year veteran, Dallas police officer, quit. You know why he quit? He took his retirement. He was ready to retire for the last 6 years of him being an officer. You know why he retired? He quit. He said because the Dallas police officer became more the police department became more about revenue, more about gaining revenue for the city than they did upholding the Constitution and stopping crime. Yeah, it's really pathetic. This is what I told you. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel in Dallas, and this is what you get. Someone that after a 15-hour shift claims she couldn't even remember her own apartment. 19 different points of reference should have told her she was in the wrong spot. From the time she pulled into the parking garage until she walked into the front door, 19 different points should have told her that she was in the wrong place. Look, guys, I'm a graphic designer, so I worked on a computer to make a deadline for 36 hours. Slept for 4 hours in the office, got up, did another 12 hours. Okay? And I drove home after it. I found my home. That was after a 36-hour shift, 4 hours of sleep, and another 12 hours to make a deadline. And I still drove home. I still knew exactly where I was driving. I was still awake. I had no problem finding my house, which was 45 minutes to an hour away, depending on traffic. Well, she was texting. She was texting her boyfriend. You find your barracks room cream pie? Drunk. You guys are bad. Yeah, Yuki, I say that all the time. Everybody is nose blind to their own home. So when you walk into someone else's home, that's the first thing you smell. Something ain't right here. You could be blindfolded, completely blindfolded, not know where you are, and walk through a front door. Someone lets you go through a front door. You will know if that's your home or not immediately because the smell will be different. And the guy was eating. He was eating. He had the smell of certain food in the house. I mean, come on. Hey, Always Film. How's it going? Why do you think I'm not a school teacher anymore, guys? They don't pay crap. I can't support a family on a school teacher salary. Yeah, you didn't get lost, Greta. See? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, let me tell you something. You know how much? Okay, when where the hell is it? It's north of Dallas. I'm trying to. I want to make sure I get the town right. Um, well, guys, smoked too many cigars tonight. Let's see. Oh my God! It begins with a P. The hell's the name of the town? The city. It's just north of Dallas. You guys, you help me out with this. My brain's fried right now. Thank God she didn't smoke cigars. No, not Pilot Point. Plano. Thank you, Carolina. Plano police officer. When they were looking for Plano police officers 4 years ago, guess what they were starting them off at? They were starting them off at just under $70,000 a year. Starting off, rookie, right out of the academy. 70, just under $70,000 a year. They were starting them off at. So imagine what he's making after, or her making after 20 years on the force. Unbelievable. And that's in Plano. Oh, you talking about Bunny's film? Who's Bunny? Yep, Plano is. You got to have a lot of money. You're going to buy a home in Plano. A piece of crap home's going to cost you almost 300 grand for a piece of crap. Yeah, it's a high dollar area. Dallas is a high dollar area as long as you're not in the southern end of it. You know, guys, we got about another 12, 13 minutes to this. Oh, you're going to Tyler in February. Okay. Whew, you know it's cold out when my knuckles are cracking like that. Oh yeah, absolutely higher salary. But that comment came about because Carolina was saying that Dallas police officer that she met was making 200 grand a year. That didn't surprise me. Well, Oak Cliff, there you go. Well, Oak Cliff is probably one of the most oppressive cities. It used to be a nice city 30 years ago. It's an oppressive freaking dung heap now. Ah, okay. Okay, I didn't know who you were talking about there. She filmed Amber. Okay. Wasp, thanks a lot for stopping in. Shabbat, it's the Sabbath. Shabbat is this is what I do. This is after I do Shabbat with my family, which is a special dinner we do once a week, Friday night sundown. It's a Jewish. Well, it wasn't always. It started off as Jewish. The Jews celebrate the Sabbath Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. That's when the Sabbath is actually not. Christianity changed it to Sunday, but the actual Sabbath, according to God's law, is Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. To the Jewish, to you have to understand, um, traditional Jews, the next day starts at sundown because right now it's considered Saturday to a Jew. Okay, it's not Friday. The sundown begins the next day, so that's why it's Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. Yeah, well, it was Constantine that changed it to Sunday. Constantine. 300 AD, when he formed the Roman Catholic Church, he changed it to Sunday. That's what happened. It's not when the Sabbath is, according to if you look in the law, God's law. Yeah, yeah, Pastor Jack, yeah, yeah. And that went like that even after Jesus came and went. It was like that up until 300 AD, and then when Constantine converted the pagan church to Christianity and formed the Roman Catholic Church, that's when that all changed. I don't know if I'm going to make 2 hours, guys. I don't know what my battery's like. I know a little bit about it, Michigan Mister. Not entirely. We've talked a little bit about it. So I don't know what your religious ties are. Man, it's getting cold out here. Man, what a far cry from last week. Yeah, yeah. Everybody says they keep the opening in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium because God needs to be able to see his favorite team, and I don't believe that's the case. I believe they keep the opening in the Cowboy Stadium because God needs a commode. Just saying. Yeah. Yep. You've explained it to me, Michigan. We've talked. Yep. Hey, holy fucktard Batman. How's it going, man? Right now, according to the Jewish calendar, it's Saturday because it's sundown. Friday night sundown. When sundown happens, it's considered the next day. Hello, Basic Bear. Good evening. We got a few more minutes left on the stream, guys, and that's going to be it. It's. I was just telling. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Scooter. Didn't I tell you? It happens every Friday night. We get going in the stream, and halfway through the stream, it turns to religion. Well, there's two. When you say fast day, are you talking fasting, as in saying I'm going to go without food or I'm going to go without something for that day, or are you saying that it's fast as in going by in time? It's the same. It's the same time of day as you have. It's just considered a different part. Whereas your day begins, the next day begins on our calendar. Starts at midnight. No, it's not a day of fasting, but we do fasting. Hey, Slap Weasel comes in just as I'm getting ready to say bye. Well, what's going on, man? I know you're not in really good health. Slapnuts is here. Well, thanks for stopping in, man. Yes, tomorrow at sundown would be considered Sunday. Yeah. Oh, geez, past you ask. Oh my God, you ask that all the time. You know the answer to that. No, he didn't die on a Friday. What is everybody saying? Oh my God, it drives me nuts when people say that. He didn't die on a Friday. It's not called ciabatta bread. It's called challah. Challah. It's actually pronounced challah. You got to get the the phlegm. Challah. It's funny when you speak in Hebrew. It's kind of interesting. Like the Hebrew prayer for Shabbat is Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Chaynu. So it's Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam alatzatah. Blessed are you, O Lord, who comes, who brings forth bread from the earth. Or Baruch atah Adonai is actually Blessed are you, O Lord, King of the universe. And then, of course, the blessing over the bread and the wine comes slightly after that. But yeah. It's not Shala, it's Challah. Challah. You know, Greta, one of these days you're going to have to come down here. My wife can show you how to make challah bread. Oh my God, my wife makes amazing challah bread. I don't eat bread all week long, but I'll eat. I save up for it. I save up for Friday. Carolina, that's funny. It's funny every time someone asks me, "Have you found Jesus?" I go, "I didn't know he was lost." So yeah, matzah. Well, most of the time when you eat matzah, it's during the Passover because for like a week before Passover, you have to what they call purge your house of all yeast. Anything with yeast, you have to purge your house. If it takes about a week to get everything out of your house, and then for the Passover celebration, that's when people have matzah. At least that's the only time I have it. Oh, we lost it there for a minute. Now we're back. Well, it's unleavened. It's the feast of unleavened bread. It's not mozzarella. It's the feast of the unleavened, and it's Passover is, of course, what happened in Egypt. And they painted their door jamb with the blood of the lamb, the unblemished lamb that was sacrificed, and their house was protected. I was waiting. You know something? Holy fucktard! I was waiting for someone to say that. I was waiting for someone to say that. What if my wife has a visit from the Pillsbury Doughboy? Does she get kicked out too? That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny. You guys are sick. Hey guys, it's. I got about 2.5 more minutes left. I stopped this at 2 hours. It's almost midnight. Actually, I think it is midnight because I started a couple of minutes late. You guys are terrible. Yes, everybody. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Pastry. I've said it a few times myself. Yeah, I got to get a link to Richard's new Discord server. That's got to be funny. Got to get my Richard Crude fix. I still got to convince, Richard Crude, he doesn't want to admit that he's got a crush on Carolina. He's always talking about Carolina and Catilla. He's got mad crushes on them. Mad crushes. He just doesn't want to admit it. What do you mean break the rules that won't kill me? I eat pork. Of course I break the rules. Oh, cool. Thanks, Roy. Yeah, I eat pork, man. I used to eat kosher for years, and a couple of years back, I tried some wild hog here in Texas, and I've been hooked on it ever since, and I'm bad. Yes. Yeah, you're not supposed to eat kosher anyway. If you're a Christian, you don't eat kosher because you read Galatians. It kind of says, don't it's done deal. Don't have to. You can eat that stuff now. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not saying he's a nice guy. He's funny. I love his videos. Willie stops going. Willie's not going live anymore. Yeah, you can come over and troll my stream. That's fine. You're kosher pickled? Okay, that's fine. How can Black Label block your contents, Scooter? He's not a mod here. He can't block anything here. He's not a mod. Slap your bed. Okay, well, he's not going live anymore. But I told him I was going to try to get him on my stream sometime. Okay, guys, my 2 hour mark is here. And I'm out of cigars, and it's getting too damn cold to want to sit outside. You know, my New England blood thinned out. I've been here for 20 years now in Texas. I ain't got my New England blood anymore. It's too thin. In weather like this, I'd still be outside in shorts and a t-shirt up north. Not anymore. Uh-uh. You guys, like I said, I'll say it over and over again. I love my Friday night streams. I have way, 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 way more fun here than I do on some of the others. Way, way more fun. Well, vodka wouldn't warm me up as much as like peppermint schnapps would, but I'm not a heavy drinker, guys. Slap, this is my stream. You go away. What do you mean, you go away? Okay, everybody. I'm gonna be going to the range tomorrow with my son. We're gonna be going skeet shooting. I might do a video from that. Don't know. So, yeah, probably not gonna get a wrench there for a while. So, yeah, I don't give wrenches out to just anybody. The people that, you have to understand, the people that have wrenches in here, the people I've known for years. Okay? So, you guys take care. I'll probably post a video this weekend. I got to do some more work on the stream anyway. There'll be more different graphics and stuff like that for the live stream. So, I will see you again. Probably, if I don't see you Saturday with a stream, I won't do a live stream, but I'll put up a video. Then it'll be Tuesday, guys. Tuesday, open chat, call in stream. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of fun. Maybe I'll get my brother back on there again. We had a lot of fun last time. You guys take care. Carolina, you take care. Everybody else take care. God bless.